So I'm Tim Walling with SC Legal Carry. We train people to get a CWP in the state of South Carolina. If you need a concealed weapons permit, please look us up online at sclegalcarry.com. And what we came to the range today to show you is this is the Taurus, the G3, the new firearm that they've come out with. And I'll let you guys get a good look at it here. It's got nice looking colors on it. This is in the tan with the OD green slide. I've done a lot of upgrades to the firearm, and I'll talk about that as we go through it, and it is clear. Let's do some shooting with it and we'll talk a little bit about it. So it is a 9mm. It does come with 2 magazines in it, 17 round magazine and a 15 round magazine. Safety's on. So as you can see, we've added some talon grips to the firearm. Now I did cut the grips down the sides so that they wouldn't wrap. I didn't want them to wrap all the way around the firearm. I used talon grips to put some indicators here on the firearm also. Safety's on. As you can see, we added some fiber sights to the firearm, and we also did some embossing on the firearm. We added some white paint, let it dry, took a razor blade and cleaned that off on the gun. We also added an optic. So we pushed out the dovetail on the back for the rear sights. We put this plate in, and we put a AED optic on this firearm. Not a very expensive optic on it. We paid $70 for the optic. We gave $250 for the firearm. We gave $15 for the grips on the gun, and the plate was $30 that it's attached to. We did some other things to the firearm also. It is clear. Slide forward, trigger. Now, a couple of things we did to the firearm. Let's pop it open here. We did some work to the internals on the firearm. So one of the things I did is I pulled the trigger mechanism out, and I buffed out the trigger bar and the little arm that comes up here to push the sear in. I buffed all these things out. I had to take a little bit off the side of the grip right here because it was rubbing just a little bit as we go through that. We pulled out the sear here and we polished it. We polished here. We changed out the plastic piece that goes on your firing pin that comes from Taurus. We put an aluminum piece inside of it. We also upgraded to a stainless steel spring inside the gun. So $30 here. I think this was $20 to upgrade. The things we did here was just a little bit of time invested in it. So let's put this back together here. Slide lock it. So we are clear, hammer down. It's a great looking gun. Taurus did an excellent job with building this firearm. We've got a 6 MOA dot that we've put on it. The reason we were messing with all the trigger mechanisms and buffing them out is, let me turn this way so you guys can see the trigger pull on this firearm. So the gun is clear. So there is a lot of take up on the firearm, but once you get here, you hit a wall and then you pull and it just breaks nice and smooth. Here's the reset in the gun. Very short reset, you fire again, it breaks nice and smooth. Reset, fire again. So the factory trigger was 5 pounds 14 ounces on the firearm, and when I got through messing with the trigger and polishing things up on it, I reduced it down to 4 pounds 11 ounces. 4 pounds 11 ounces with the work that I did to it. Nothing special there, just a little bit of polishing and buffing where the metal touched metal on. So this gun does have double action mode in it. So in case you have a misfire, you have the opportunity to squeeze the trigger one more time and that firing pin hits the primer again in it.
I hit it.
Shoot the outside one, bang, 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 bang. Don't shoot the middle one, he's a good guy.
Okay.
So bang, 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 bang. Then just come over here. Shoot the back one 2 times, the middle one 2 times, and then this guy 2 times.
Okay.